Hello everyone and welcome back to my garden. I am Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. Okay, today's video is going to be about shishito peppers. I've had some people ask me questions about them. So let's get into this video. I have never grown shishito peppers before up until this year. Blowing all over. It's a little bit windy here today, so don't mind if you hear little winds. We got terrible storms in the middle of the night last night. And I got into shishito peppers. Ooh, bumblebees. I got into shishito peppers just out of being curious from Roots and Refuge. Actually, when I placed my order to my gardener for my seeds for the season, I went back and actually ordered them. So let me show you. It is just so prolific, so different. It's the only way I can explain this. So before I go picking some, let me get into what I think about them. First of all, they start off, I have fajita peppers that are going nuts, and with the cow horns. Can you see all those peppers? I think they're a little funny looking. It's my first overall opinion. When they were growing the way that they were growing, I was like, what is up with that pepper? But that's just how they grow. They start off green, and then they end up looking like an orangey green. This one could have been picked a couple days sooner because you see that I'm pressing on it, and it's a little bit soft. Great to save the seeds out of, so that is a must. So yeah, they start off green. You can see they start off green. I'll turn these around in a second. They start off green and then they turn like a greenish brown color, and you start to think like, are they dying or what's the situation? And then the brownness starts to go to a red, and you get these red fajitas. I got a little scared, to be quite honest with you, because I thought they were going to be extremely hot. I've heard some people say it's hit or miss. You can get a spicy one. I have not yet gotten a spicy one. Now these are really red, so let me take one off. There it is. It's nice and firm. I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. I ate one on a live a little ways back and was quite shocked because it was sweet. You would think because they're bright red like this that, right? Also, I have it next to some, I think they are, cow horns. I keep calling them something different. I have so much going on, I don't know if I'm up or down. Back to shishitos. Very surprising. They're sweet. Very prolific. I just assumed it was a hot pepper, so planted it in the section where I have hot peppers. And there's been no taste change, no nothing from me doing that. So, my overall thoughts on the shishito peppers, very prolific. They grow a little crazy looking, but I love them. I absolutely love them. I think it tastes like a green pepper when you pick it green. And when they're red, you feel like you're going to get a little bite of something, but then you don't. This is my first opportunity to get away from tomatoes and talk about some peppers. So, I think it was Cece. I think. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was Cece that was asking about the shishito peppers. So, I wanted to do this video. I think it's so worth getting. I'm going to save some seeds for next year. Would I grow it again next year? I absolutely would. What am I going to do with them all? Okay. There's a lot. There is a lot going on, and I have a couple plants of shishito peppers like this. So what I was thinking about doing is, this is just my opinion, you can do some vinegar peppers out of these to have them during the winter. You can also cut these up and do it like a peppercini. It just won't really have any heat. I have yet to have one that had any heat. The taste is different. I just can't explain it. If you eat a red pepper, like a normal red pepper, it has that sweet taste. It kind of has a little bit of that, but maybe not as sweet. I'm hoping I'm explaining this correctly. This is just my first year with shishito peppers. And when I say prolific, I'm not even kidding. I'm out here today. I always walk out the door with no bowl or pot or bucket. You know, maybe I think I'm not going to get anything. And I have had an amazing gardening season. I had people ask about size of my garden. I think maybe it looks a little bit smaller on camera, but I think it's bigger than anything I've ever grown in before. So stay tuned for that. I will be having a video come out on that. But let me show you. I'm trying to see. I mean, it is just loaded. Let me turn these around this way, maybe. Nope, that won't work. Sorry. I can't even see because it has such a glare. But there are so many peppers on here. It's unreal. I have so many peppers to pick. So, yeah, you can pick them green if you want. You can pick them when they look this weird. This is, okay, let me show you a different one. This is green and brown. Well, brownish. And that's what I thought, like, oh no, what's the matter with that pepper? So it goes from like the green to like this. And then it'll look like this, which is really kind of gross looking. And then it turns to this. Beautiful. They're delicious. I think it's very interesting. And like I said, they're very, very prolific. So I would highly suggest them. It could look like this as well. But then it's not bad. It's just that it's getting ready to turn red. So hopefully you were able to see that. Keep that there in the background. Let me lower you down a little bit. I'm still over here crunching on a shishito pepper. But I wanted to do the update on my shishitos. I mean, this plant is just full of shishito peppers. But yeah, you can put a slit in it. You can do vinegar peppers. You can cut it up like a peppercini pepper. You can use it in place of a red pepper. Just put it in a baggie and freeze it. Throw in like maybe some eggs or something. I think the ideas are endless as far as this is concerned, this particular pepper. I've just been swimming in tomatoes. I've never had so many tomatoes in my life. Literally. And I just looked and there's more red tomatoes. Anybody else would be like, yay, I want a divorce from the tomato plants. Anyway, I'm grateful to have them. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to save the seeds from the shishito peppers. I have one on this side and then I have one on this side right here. And then in between, I must have planted like one or two more shishito plants. So I'm definitely pleased with them. I'm just getting used to them. And I just find them to be very interesting. And like I said, you can get a lot, just a ton of peppers. I mean, look at them all. It's loaded in there. So I have a lot of shishitos to pick, and also over here, there is a ton to pick. Would highly recommend them. Highly. Let me put you back where you were so you don't fall over. I would highly recommend them. And yeah, I think the options of saving them. I think there's quite a bit, actually. Like I said, you can probably process them and make them into like a peppercini, or make some vinegar peppers. You can probably chop them up and put some in like a little snack freezer bag, so that you can have them for like different things that you need a pop of color when there really is no color in wintertime. So I have lots and lots to pick. I am not disappointed by them at all. I was actually petrified and thought these were going to be god-awful hot, and they're not. You could also put these in a jar. Make sure you put a slice and a slice so the liquid can seep in there. You could add some red pepper flakes and jack these up a little bit, but I'm really, really happy with them. And I'm glad that I made that extra purchase for the seeds from MI Gardener. It's 99% of the time of where I get my seeds, unless like the dollar stores having like a big seed thing. Dollar stores, zinnias and stuff like that, believe it or not, they germinate. They do just perfectly fine. I don't really order from Baker's Creek. They're a little bit expensive for my budget. So I'm just familiar with MI Gardener, and completely blessed because they didn't have them when I made my first order. And then I saw Jess's video from Roots and Refuge, and then I went in and researched, and they were available, and I got 2 packs, and I planted a lot. I planted a lot of everything this year, everyone. Just is what it is. New garden. First timer on Shed Wars. I'm very competitive. No, I'm just playing. I am competitive, but and yeah, I just wanted to grow a lot of food. I will be doing a video on pros and cons of this brand new garden. Stay tuned for that. So yeah, I would highly, highly recommend them. Like I said, you can eat it green. I mean, as a snack right out of the garden. You can save them green. You can pick them even when they're this, I don't know, this color is not really very appealing to me. Right here. That's why I thought, oh no, they're dying. But they're not. They just go through different phases of being like a green to a greenish brown color to looking brown and looking yucky to the red phase. And I have a lot to pick, so yeah. You know what's strange is it's not cross-pollinating with anything that's hot in the bed. I haven't picked one yet that's had any heat in it at all. Just to prove a point, I'll take another bite. And I've only had a mouthful of coffee today. I was so busy yesterday. I tell you all the time, I'm not officially moved in. I think that was affecting my mood and just my life in general. So I'm quite pleased to say that I have some of my bedroom furniture over here, and I'm starting to feel like, okay, so I worked on that yesterday, and now things are getting away from me in one day, as you can very well see, and I need to do lots of videos. You might see me like this in quite a few videos, and that's going to be why. Today is about Shishito peppers, but I have a lot to harvest. And I have to start harvesting on the Shishito peppers, so in case I got the name wrong, but I thought it was CC, I would definitely tell anyone who wants to try a new and interesting pepper that's so prolific, go for the Shishitos. I think just to give an idea, what they do is they blister them in a hot cast iron frying pan, and they love them. But needless to say, get out of here. But needless to say, I have not tried that, but I'm going to. Maybe with dinner, she just said they put them in a pan and they just blister them up. So that's interesting. I want to try that in a cast iron, but yeah. Are they hard to grow? No. This is the pepper bed. This is the half hot and the half sweet, because I really thought these were hot peppers. So that was a mistake on my part. I think even the directions say that you can get a few that could be a little bit hot. I haven't had one yet that was hot. And apparently if you do get one that has a little heat, I heard it's not really bad. So yeah, they're in here with the hot peppers because, like I said, I just thought they were hot peppers. And they're amazing. Definitely going to save the seeds. Can you see in there? Going to save the seeds to this for sure. Would I say it's a good bite-sized pepper? Absolutely. And what did I do to the bed? You already know it was the horticultural compost, meaning it has no chicken manure, no cow manure. It's just broken down. So that went into the bed. And then I did a video a little ways back. I used like some crappy soil on the top, a couple inches. I ended up taking that off. And then I ended up purchasing raised bed that has alfalfa and so forth and so on. And I put that in the bed with some cow. And then I just mulched it actually with something I'm not used to mulching with. I usually use these big pieces. They're like wood chips. They're all organic. I went for the hardwood. And look at it now as the season's going on. It's just breaking down tremendously. And that's what I put around in the bed and around the plant. So to be honest with you, I don't think, I used a clip. You see the clip right here because the wind had gotten this plant, and I put a little plant clip on there just to hold it up. But honest to goodness, you can neglect it and they do just great. So that is my video on Shishito peppers. I love them. I think they will always be a plant that I put inside my garden, if that helps any. As long as I have seeds, I will always plant them. I think they're just not a hands-on. And I actually have a tag. Look at that, Shishito. I know it's going to be backwards to you guys. S-H-I-S-H-I-T-O is how it's spelled. But I would definitely have this in my garden. As long as I have seeds, I would plant this every year, actually, because you can get a lot of peppers. And it fits great in a half pint or a pint size. Just cram them in there with 2 slits, vinegar them, turn them into pepperoncini, spice them up if you want, chop some up, and put it in Ziploc baggies. So I have nothing but good things to say about the Shishito pepper. That's my opinion. And I hope this video was helpful. I did say I would make this video specifically, for a very good subscriber. So I hope I covered everything about the Shishito pepper. I'll get you in closer so you can see what I mean about just being so prolific. And then this is my other one. I have to get in here and harvest all of these. There is a ton. So, Melody from Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It, and that's what I think. I'm all scrunched down near the side of the bed. There's my video on the Shishito peppers, and I absolutely love it. I hope that was helpful. I would definitely recommend for anyone to grow them, especially if you don't like really hot things. They look scary. They look scary, but they're not. They're really tasty. So I bless you, and I hope that you're getting a fantastic harvest out of your garden. And I'm just watching the bumblebee. I say that in my videos, and I think it was Yogi Hollow Farm said to wear gloves. No, that's not what I was meaning. They would sting my hands. They get so close to your ears and your eyes that's a little frightening, but just keep an eye on them because they're going in all the blooms. And I'm going to try to get my pepper plants to last, hopefully, till end of October, beginning of November. I might actually take 1 or 2 in the house. We'll see how that goes because I'm so busy. But there you go. There's my opinion on the Shishito pepper. Very prolific, just a great pepper. And I would absolutely, you are going to have to stake it because, it does get weighed down. But I love them. So I hope this was helpful. That's my video on Shishito peppers and what I think of them and what do they taste like. And remember to save seeds. But I'm going to go harvest some Shishitos right now. I have the scissors and Of course, I have to get a bowl or a pot because nothing's ever just a little bit of something. It's usually a lot. And I have other Shishitos that are back there. So, yeah, I have to go get me a bowl. And like I said, I hope this was helpful, and I would recommend anyone to grow Shishito peppers, especially if you like peppers that are not hot. When I get a hot one, I'll come back on and I'll let you know. But I hope you're having a very great day, or that you do have a great day. This is in the morning here for me. And I just wanted to get this video done so I could put it out of my opinions on the Shishito, and I absolutely love them. So, I'm Melody from Bake a Leg, Let's Dig It, and these are the Shishito peppers. And I recommend for anyone to try them. Stay blessed, and I hope your garden is prolific. Bye-bye.